Um, Hello everyone. I'm Ling from International Business Division of SuperMap software. Today I want to give you a training about an introduction to SuperMap software 6R. And I will record a video of this training and then I will send it on the internet. So, if you don't have any time to listen to this training now, or if you want to listen to this training for the next time, you can download the video from the website. And if you have any problems or questions about this training or about our product, please don't hesitate to contact us. This is our contact information. Okay. In today's training, there are 4 parts. Firstly, I want to introduce you the position of SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R in the UGC product line. And then I want to introduce the main functions and new features in this product. At last, I want to introduce you what you need to install to use SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R, and then we will experience this product together. Okay, the first topic. In this picture, all the products, what you can see, are all constructed based on SuperMap Universal GIS. The idea of UGC is to separate all the GIS functionalities and algorithms from the information technology. And the SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R belongs to this UGC product line. It is a plug-in desktop GIS application which is constructed based on SuperMap Object.NET Desktop Core Library and .NET Framework. It is a new generation desktop product that it is customizable and extendable. What are the main functions in this product? Let's take a look at them together. With SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R, you can manage your visual data and property data together in this product. And after you have prepared all the data, you can make many beautiful maps like this. And then you can make a layout which includes some elements such as the map, the title, the north arrow, the scale, the legend, and so on. So other people can get the information what is displayed in the layout. And the SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R provides some analysis functions, and it adopts the can be used in 3D scenes, such as network analysis or path query. And this is a highlight in SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R. It is customizable and extendable. And there are some new features in this product, such as the integration of 2D and 3D, deep customization and extension development, and easy-to-use functions and friendly interfaces. Let's take a look at the new features one by one. How to understand the integration of 2D and 3D. There are 4 kinds of integrations in this product. From the top left picture, you can find the integrated data storage and management, since the 2D and 3D data have the same data structure. And in this picture, you can find the integrated query and analysis. Most analysis functions of 2D can also be used in 3D scenes, such as the path query. And from this picture, you will find the 2D map is added into 3D scene directly. Most 2D symbols can be used in 3D scene, and some special symbols, such as the landmark, can also be used in 3D scene. From this picture, you can see here are two dialogues for setting schematic maps of 2D and 3D. They are similar in the UI style and the operational approach, so it is convenient for users to use. SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R is a customizable and extensible desktop application. It is constructed based on .NET framework, and it provides the plugin model. How to understand the plugin model? Let's turn to the desktop and open the installation directory and find the plugin folder. Then you can find some DLL files in the folder. And the function in SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R is implemented by the corresponding DLL file. So users can develop their own applications. They can develop their own functions and then integrate them into SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R to get the application by themselves. Okay, let's turn to the PowerPoint again. SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R also provides the customizable window for users to customize their own user interface. It is very easy to use, and it will save a lot of time for you. With SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R, users can develop their own functions and customize their own user interface, applying to different industries. When you launch SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R, you will find the brand new ribbon style interface. This is a ribbon area, and it is a tab, and this is a group. You will find the controls are well organized through tabs and groups. You only need to activate the tab with a command belongs to find it. The ribbon area looks like the one in Office 2010 or Office 2007. It is familiar to users, and it greatly enhances your work efficiency. At last, I want to introduce what you need to install to use SuperMap Desktop.NET 6R. At first, you need to install License Manager 6R and then this project, of course. And when you want to use this project, you need to finish the license configuration firstly. And here are two methods to open it. If you want to experience this product, you are suggested to provide a computer name, user name, and company name for us, and we will apply a license file and then send it to you. You only need to click the button to open the license file to finish the license configuration. And if you have bought SuperMap Desktop.net 6R, you can contact with our sales and you can get a hardware license. Please pay attention to 2 points. The first one is that the license is valid only if the computer name, company name, and user name are consistent with those you provided for applying for a license. If not, you will can't use SuperMap Desktop.net 6R. And secondly, License Manager 6R reads the license file timelessly. So, if you change your computer name or computer time or remove the license file after you finish the license configuration, License Manager 6R will can't read the license file and you will can't use SuperMap Desktop.net 6R anymore. So, after you finish the license configuration, please don't do this. Okay? Now, let's turn to the desktop to double-click SuperMap Desktop.net 6R to open this product. If you have launched SuperMap Desktop.net 6R, you will find the ribbon style interface, and this is a workspace manager, and it is a layer manager. This is a output window. You can close it or hide it or display it. It is all by yourself. And if you have data, you can click a start button to open the data. And then you can double-click the data to open it. You will find the data is displayed in the map window. So this is the map window. It's the function about schematic map and 3D together. Please think about one question. If you want to make a schematic map, what you need to prepare for firstly? Of course, you need to prepare for the data firstly. And here is some practice data. For example, some vector data and some raster data. If we have prepared all the data, how to put the data into SuperMap Desktop.net 6R or how to use the data in this product. For vector data, you can import the data into this product. And for raster data, there are 2 methods. The first one is that you can import the raster data into SuperMap Desktop.net 6R to use it. And secondly, you can open the raster data directly in this product. Okay, now let's check the raster data for an example. Firstly, select the data source and right-click to choose the option New File Data Source to create a new file data source. Write the file name, for example, import data, and click Save. Now you can find here is a new data source named import data. Then you can select the data source and right-click to choose the option Import Dataset to open the dialog. And then you can import the data into this product with this function. And you can also close it. In the Status tab, you can find here is a group named Conversion. And there are two functions here. You can import the data in supported formats or export the data to other formats. Here, you can click the Import drop-down arrow to select the format to import the data into this product, the JPG file. So, we can click the drop-down arrow and select the raster format with JPG file. And in the dialog, you can click the Add button to open the raster data. Find the raster data and select the raster data, then open it. Here are some parameters for settings. We can use the default. So you can click OK. And then click Close to close the dialog. Now you can find a new dataset under the data source. You can double-click the dataset to open it into a new map. Now you can see the map, and you find the vector data, the raster data is imported to the product successfully. Okay, this is the first method. And the second method, you can open the raster data directly in this product. Just select the raster data and drag it into Workspace Manager, and then put it down. You will find here is a new data source named image. Then open the data source. Find the new data set. You can double-click the data source set to open it in a new map. Now you can find if you open the raster data directly in this product, the data is opened with the original file. It will not be saved in data source, so it will not take up any data source storage space. So if you want to use the raster data as a base map, you are suggested to open the raster data directly in this product. And please pay attention to this point. If you open the raster data directly in this product, when you give the map to others, you need to give the raster data to others too. If not, others will can't see the raster data in the map. Okay. Now, after you have prepared all the data, you can make a schematic map now. SuperMap Desktop.net 6R provides many schematic maps. You can just click the Start button and choose the sample data. For example, changing workspace, and open the map. Here, I have prepared a map named National Highway. Double-click to open it. In the Layout Manager, you can find two layers and one schematic layer. The two layers is used for base map, and the semantic map layer is used for displaying the names of the national highway. So, in this map, if you want to make a semantic map like this, for example, the first character is in red and the remaining numbers are in black. How to get the same effect? Let's finish the semantic map together. Firstly, open the Jingjing data source and select the Jingjing terrain data. Then double-click it to open it into the new map. And then find the road dataset. Select it and drag it into the new map. If you find the style or the color of the road layer is not suitable, you can change it by yourself. Just click the Styles tab, and in the Line Style group, you can set its width or color. Please pay attention to this map. You will find if you do any operations, for example, if you change some parameter, for example, if you change the color, you can get the corresponding thing that what you see is what you get. And the SuperMap .NET Express also provides many templates, such as the line style template. You can click the template drop-down arrow, and you will find here are some line style templates. You can choose any one you like. For example, this one. Okay. Now you will find the line style template is applied to this map. Then you can make the semantic map. Just click the semantic map pin tab, and in the label group, you can click the drop-down arrow and choose the style, component. In the layer manager, you can find here is a new semantic layer. It is used for displaying the name of the national highway. And in the map, if you find the name of the national highway are too small to see, you can change its size. This is a dialog for setting semantic map. You can click Styles and choose all the 4 child paths together and click Text Style to set the soft size to 16 and set its font color. Now, if you want to display the remaining numbers are in black, you can change it by yourself. Firstly, choose the last 3 child paths together, and then click the Group button to merge the 3 paths together. Then click Child Path 1 and click Text Style to set its font color with black. Okay, now if you are pleased with this map, you can close the dialog to see the map clearly. Okay, now if you want to see the new map and the previous map at the same time, you can click the View tab and choose the cascade. Then choose this one. Okay, now you can see the two maps at the same time. And then you will find the two maps are the same. So you can close the prepared map now. Then click View tab. Click the drop-down arrow and click Tab. Now, if you want to see the full map, you can click the Full Extend button at the status bar. Now, you can see the map clear. Zoom in button to zoom in the map. And zoom in the map again. If you want to get the magnified map, you can click the Map Operations tab, and you can find here is a function named Bookmark. This is a function for map browsing. Just click the drop-down arrow and add the current map as a bookmark. And if you want to zoom out the map, you can click the zoom out button and zoom out the map. And then, if you want to save this map, you can click the bookmark drop-down arrow and click Add Bookmark to add the current map as a bookmark. And you can also give the bookmark names. For example, you can click Bookmark Manager and give the first name. Double-click to give the first name. For example, zoom in, and the second name, zoom out, and click OK. Now, firstly, click the Full Extend to see the full map. And then, if you want to see the narrow map, you can click the drop-down arrow and select the Zoom Out bookmark. You will see the effect in the map window. And then, if you want to get the magnified map, you can choose the Zoom In bookmark. Okay, this is the bookmark function. Now, if you find you don't want to display the name of the national highway here, for example, you want to display the name at other place, how to do it? You can use the Move Label function. Firstly, click Select button and select any object. Then you can click the Move Label button, and in the map you can choose some place to display the corresponding label. For example, you can click here and click there, or click anywhere. So you can find you can move the label to any place you want to display the label. It is very easy to use, and it is very useful. But please pay attention to this point. If you want to move the label of the line label or the point label, you should click the Select button to select the object, and then click Move button to move the label. If you want to move the label of the region label, you can click the Move Label to move the label directly. Okay, this is the function about Move Label. Now, if you want to save the schematic map for the next use, you can just click the close button, and the message box shows you, do you want to save the change to the untitled map? You can click yes to save this map. Just give it name. For example, the National Highway. Okay, and then click OK. In the map, you can see the last map, the National Highway. It is the map you just saved, but you can find the symbol in front of the name is different between the other symbols. The reason is that you only save the map to maps, but you don't save the map to the workspace. So you can select the changing workspace and then right-click to choose the option Close. And the message box shows that you want to save the change to the workspace. If you want to save the schematic map to the workspace, you must click the Yes button. And then you can click the Start button and choose the sample data in workspace. And now you can open the map. You will find the National Highway is saved to Jingxing workspace now. Double-click to open it. Okay, now you can click the full extent to see the full map. And if you don't want to save the schematic map, if you only want to save the schematic layer, how to do it? There are 4 methods. Firstly, select the schematic layer and right-click to select the option Save as schematic map template. And highway. Click Save. And then you can right-click the schematic layer and select the option Remove to remove the schematic layer from the layer manager. Okay, now you can find the name of the national highway is not displayed in the map. And then you can select the road layer and right-click to select the option Load schematic map template. And select the file you just saved and open it. Okay, now in this map you can find the name of the national highway is displayed. And in the layer manager, you can see the schematic layer. This is the first method. And the second method is that select the schematic layer and right-click to choose the option Save to Schematic Map Template Library. Okay, now you can save the schematic layer to schematic map template library, but maybe you want to know where is the schematic map template library. Okay, in SuperMap .NET 6R, you can click the schematic mapping tab, and in the return area, you will find many templates here. And in the level group, you can find here are some label map template. And you can set the schematic layer to the label templates too. Just right-click the schematic layer and right-click to choose the option Save to Schematic Map Template Library. Okay, now give it a name. For example, road. Then click Save. Okay, now you can right-click the schematic layer and remove it from the layer manager. And then turn to the schematic to find here is a label map template named road. You can just click it and you will find this template is applied to this map. Okay, this is a function about schematic template. And in this product, it also provides some beautiful schematic maps. And let's take a look at another map. Just click the Start button and select the sample data. For example, China works best. You can close the dialog firstly. And then, in the Workspace Manager, open the map. You can find here are some prepared maps. The last one, you can double-click it and you can see it in the map window. Now, this map shows the information about the weather condition in China in every province or one day. So you can also find a schematic layer in the layer manager. It is the weather forecast label matrix schematic map. You can double-click it to open the dialog. And now, if you want to make a schematic map like this, how to do it? Firstly, you can see the dialog. You will find the title of the dialog shows label matrix schematic map. So you can make a schematic map with the style label matrix. And then you can see the capital layer displayed in the title. It means the schematic map is made based on the capital layer. And then you can click the blank space. You can find here are 1 column and 4 rows. The first row displays the capital name in the map, and the second row it displays 2 pictures about the weather condition, and the second row it displays the weather with text. And the fourth row, it displays the temperature on the map. Okay, let's make the schematic map now. Firstly, open the data source, and then double-click the province dataset to open it in the new map. If you want to change the color, you can change it by yourself. Just click the symbol and set its default color to yellow and click OK. Now you can find the changes in the map, and you can also click the Style tab, and you can also click the Styles tab in the Vision area. And in the Fill Style group, you can set its fiery color with this one. Then you can find the changes are displayed in the map. And now you can select the capital dataset in the Workspace Manager. Right-click to browse its attributes. In the attribute table, you can find here are 5 useful fields. They are temperature, capital name, weather, and pass 1 and pass 2. The 2 fields are used for displaying the weather or pictures in the schematic map. So where are the pictures? Let's take a look at them. You can open the installation directory of SuperMap-Program6R. Now you can open the installation directory of SuperMap-Program6R, and you can find the folder named sample data. Then open it. You can find the folder China. Open it to find the folder. Then open it. You can find here are some pictures. They are used for displaying the weather condition in the schematic map. Okay, now let's back to the product. Firstly, select the attribute table and close it. Then turn to the new map. You can select the capital dataset and drag it into the new map. Then you can click the schematic mapping tab to make a schematic map. In the label group, you can click the drop-down arrow and select the label matrix. In the schematic map, if we want to make a schematic map about weather conditions, how to finish it? You can just click the blank space and set the columns to 1 and set the rows to 4. Okay, now for the first row, you can set the style with uniform label and set its experience with capital name. And then you will find the style and the color of the capital name is not suitable in the map. So you can change its style. Click style and set its size to 15. Set the full color with this one. Okay, then click bold. You can see the changes displayed in the map. Okay, the first row is finished, and for the second row, we want to display two pictures in this row, so we can set the style with the label matrix and set the first one with picture label, set the second one with picture label 2, and then let's select the pictures. Select the first one and set the path with the field path 1, and select the second one and set the path with the field path 2. Okay, for the third row, you can set with uniform level and set the expression with the field weather. Then set its style. Click style and set the font size to 14 and set the font color with this one. Okay, click bold. The third row is finished now, and then you can select the first row, set it with the uniform level, and set the expression with the field temperature. Then set its style. Set the font size to 14 and set its font color with this one. Okay, click bold now. Okay, you will find want to see the two SuperMap maps at the same time. You can just click View tab and click the drop-down arrow, select Cascade. Then choose this one. Okay, you can see the two SuperMap maps at the same time. But now you can find the new map is different from the prepared map. For example, here are some frames in the new map. How to make it disappear? Just click the blank space. And then set the back shape to default. Okay, now you can find the frames disappear now. And you can also find some points in the map that are the capital point. So if you don't want it displayed in this map, you can set the layer invisible. Okay, now you can zoom in the map to see clearly. And when you zoom in the map, you will find the two pictures are larger than before. How to do to make the picture with the original size? You can just select the parameter, keep original size. You can select it, and you will find the picture is smaller than before, and it will keep original size. So set the second one, keep original size. And now, if you zoom in the map, you will find the pictures will keep original size. Okay, now close the dialog. And in the prepared map, open the prepared map. In the prepared map, you can find some other layers and some other symmetric layer. You can add these layers into the new map and then set the symmetrical layers by yourself. Okay, now above all are the functions about symmetric mapping. Let's take a 10-minute break, and then we will talk about the 3D function in the next training. And please don't close your Weibo site. Okay, now let's have a break. Turn to SuperMap dashboard.net 6R. Okay. Now next we will talk about the 3D function. Firstly, you can select scenes in Workspace Manager and right-click to choose the option New Scene to create a new scene. And you can also click the Start tab, and in the Browse group, you can click the Scene drop-down arrow to create a new scene. And in the 3D window, you can find a 3D global overlay with global remote sensing data is displayed here. And also, you can see some other elements, such as the navigate, the grid, and the atmosphere, and some other elements. You have right to decide to display them or not. And in the Layer Manager, you can find there are 3 types: the Screen layer, General layer, and the Terrain layer. For the Screen layer, if you want to display a logo or some descriptive information on the screen as static content, you can add the data into 3D scene with the Screen layer. Let's take an example. Select the Screen layer and right-click to choose the option Add a Screen Picture. Okay, and you can add some screen picture to the 3D scene. And in the practice data, here is a logo of SuperMap. We can edit and open it. You will find the SuperMap logo is displayed in the 3D scene, and it is displayed in the middle of the window. If you want to display the logo at other place, for example, the top left corner, you can move it here. Just select the Screen layer and right-click to set it to the top left corner and set it smaller. If you feel it is okay now, you can set the Screen layer uneditable. Okay. Now for the terrain layer, you can add some terrain files. And we have said that you can add some 2D data or 2D maps directly into 3D scene. For example, you can choose any 2D data, drag it into the 3D scene. You can see the 2D data is directly and add the 2D map directly into 3D scene. Now, firstly, set the general layer invisible, and then you can see the 2D map is directly added into the 3D scene. Okay, and for general layers, select it and right click. You will find you can also add some catch files into 3D scene as general layer. For example, image catch layer, model catch layer, or vector catch layer. If you find the data is large, you can create its catch file. And in SuperMap .NET 6R, you can click the Data tab. In the group Create Catch, you can find the functions 2D catch and 3D catch. So you can create the catch file with this function. And then, after you have prepared the catch file, you can add this catch file into 3D scene instead of the original file. You will find the browsing speed is faster than before. Okay, and for the general layer, you can also add some KML layer or use some KML layer into 3D scene. Now, in the sample data, we can click the Start button and choose the sample data. For example, facing works best. In this sample data, there is a prepared scene. Double-click to open it. And there is a KML layer in this scene. We can open it to see it. And the prepared scene is very beautiful. Let's wait for it. Now, the scene is opened successfully. And in Layer Manager, you can find a KML layer named Olympic Green. Open it. You will find some landmarks and some 3D models here. And in the 3D scene, you can see some 3D models such as the building, the road, the trees, and some flowers, and some other things in this 3D scene. And it is very beautiful. Now, maybe you want to know how to make a beautiful scene. Okay, now, firstly, we need to create 3D models with 3D Max, which is a software for making 3D models. And after you have prepared all the 3D model access data, have a model data. It is a SGM file. We can edit it into SuperMap desktop.net 6R. Firstly, select the general layout and right-click to select the option New KML layout. Select suitable class and give its name, for example, sample KML, and click Save. Okay, now you will find the new add the SGM file into the KML layout. Select the KML layout and right-click to add the 3D model. And you will find you can't add some 3D model or 3D maps into 3D scene because you must set the KML layout editable firstly. And then right-click to add some 3D model. Click Add button and select the model. Find the 3D model, and in the dialog you will find the SuperMap desktop.net 6R support to add some model files with two formats, the SGM file and the SDS file. Now you can, what's the difference between the two methods? Let's take a look at it firstly. Close the dialog. And in the Scatter tab, you can find a tool. This is a function about the convert model. Click it to open the dialog, and you will find you can change the file with you can get the 3ds file with 3D maps, and you can get the SGM file with SuperMap desktop.net 6R. So after you have prepared some 3D models in 3D maps, you can add it directly into 3D scene, but you can also convert the 3ds file to SGM file firstly, and then add the SGM file into 3D scene, because the speed of the SGM file is faster than the 3ds file. Okay, close the dialog and select the sample KML layer in the layer manager. Then right-click to click Add button to add the prepared model. Select the model and open it. Okay, now open the KML layer. Select the 3D model. You can find the 3D model displayed in the 3D scene. You can move the 3D model and rotate it. It is all by yourself. And if you have image data, you can import the image data into 3D scene. First, you can put the 3D models on the suitable place according to the image data. Okay. Now, if you want to tell others what's the name of the 3D building, you can select the sample KML layer to add a landmark to the 3D building. Select the landmark and right-click to choose the option Rename. Give it a name, for example, Sample Landmark. Okay, now you can move the landmark to the suitable place. And now, according to this method, you can add the beautiful 3D models into 3D scene to make a scene which you need. Okay. And SuperMap also provides the 3D flying function. In the sample data, we can see the effect firstly. Just click the Fly tab. And in the Flying Route group, you can find the installation directory of SuperMap and open the sample folder. And in the reader, open the model folder. You can find the here is a FPF file. It is a flying route file between two bus stations. Let's take a look at it firstly. Find the FPF file. It is the file in XML format. Just select it. Okay. Is a file about two bus stations. It is started from the first bus station to the next station. So if you want to make a 3D flying function like this, go along the road how to get the corresponding effect. Now let's do it together. Firstly, click the stop button to stop the flying route. Then you can finish the function with two steps. Firstly, click New button to create a flying route. Then, click the Fly button to see the effect. Okay, now let's do it together. Now, you can click the New button to create a new flying route. In the Flying Source Manager dialog, you can click the Pick button, and then in the 3D scene, you can add the first stop. And then, if you want to fly along this road, you can add the second stop, or the third stop, or some other stop by yourself. And then, if you feel the stop is not useful, you can just select the stop and click the delete button to delete it. And here are some parameters for setting the source. And if you have added enough source into the 3D scene, you can click the fly button to see the effect firstly. And then, if you feel you are pleased with this flying route, you can just click the save button in the flying route group and save the flying route as a FTF file. Give it name, for example, sample flying route, and click save. Okay, now close the flying stop messages. And for the next time, if you want to see the 3D function with the flying route, you can just click the open button to open it, and then click fly button to see the effect. So this is the function about the 3D flying. And next, I want to introduce the function view. And in the practice data, turn to the practice data folder. And here is data source for rapid modeling. You can just select. Okay. Now you can find here is a region dataset in the workspace manager. Close the scene firstly. Okay. Now let's double click the region dataset to open it into the map. You can find some objects in the map that are used for displaying the houses. So let's right-click the dataset and click the Browse Attributes to see the fields in the attribute table. You can find here is a height field. It is used for displaying the height of the houses. If you want to see the stereo houses in the 3D scene, you can just click the dataset and right-click to select the option Add to New Scene. And then in the Layer Manager, select the General Layer. Right-click to select the option Jump to Layer to see the layer clearly. Okay, now you can find here are some plain houses in the 3D scene. If you want to get the stereo houses in the 3D scene, you can do some operations like this. Click the Layer Properties tab, and in the Attitude Model group, you can select the last one, relative to ground, and then set the extension with the field height. And now you can see the stereo houses are displayed in the 3D scene. But you find the building are not so beautiful. So for the better effect, you can set some pictures for the 3D buildings. In the practice data, there are two pictures. The first one is for roofs, and the second one is for side face. Turn to the product, and we can set the top texture. Click the select button and find the two pictures. Select the first picture and open it. Then set the side texture. Click select and open the second picture. Okay. After you set some parameters, you will find the change the height of this building. You can do it like this. Firstly, click the Start tab, and in the Browse group, here is a function named Related Browsing. Click it and select the 2D map, the attribute table, and the 3D scene together and click OK. Now you can see the three windows at the same time. And then if you select the building in 3D scene, you can find in the attribute table the corresponding record is highlighted in this table. And the corresponding object is highlighted in the 2D map. And then, if you select the object in 2D map, you can find in the 3D scene, here is a corresponding building is highlighted in the 3D scene, and you can find the corresponding record is highlighted in the attribute table. And then you can select the record in the attribute table. You will find the corresponding object is highlighted in the, it is a highlight function in SuperMap.net. You will find if you do any operations, for example, if you select any record in one window, you can find the corresponding records are highlighted in the other windows. So it is a function about related browsing. Okay, now in the 3D scene, you can select any building. For example, this one. And if you want to change the height of this building, you can set its height in the attribute table. Double click and set its height to 60. And then select the 3D scene and click the scene operations. In the Browse group, click the Refresh button to see the corresponding result, you can find that the building is taller than before. And you can also set the building to shorter. According to the same way, select the building. And then set the height to the original data, for example 10. Then click the 3D scene. In the graph group, click the refresh button to see the corresponding effect. You will find the building keeps its original height. Okay. All the above are the 3D functions what I want to introduce to you. And about the function customization and extension development, my colleague Patrick will introduce it, and welcome to the tomorrow training. Okay, that's all.